Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sparkless Inspiration. How is everybody? Listen, I really love your opinions on the new deck artwork over on IG and TikTok, Sparkless11 and Melanie Williams 616. I'm putting up all the photographs that I am taking the digital artwork for everybody. I'm having a lot of people that I really like, admire, and that are soul sisters and kindreds in the deck. Cherry Enchantress is the Queen of Cups. Cheryl is the High Priestess. Sammy is... Cheryl is the Hierophant and Sammy is the High Priestess. Tigra, he's so awesome. He's the King of Cups. I'm doing a whole bunch of really fun, neat renditions, and I would love your opinions. Because what I thought I initially was going to do is have like the swords all be in cool, really cosmic blues, and then have wands be in oranges. So I'm going to work it out. But some of them I think are just more popping and refined and beautiful. So I'd love your opinions. And I just want to thank all you guys that have already been submitting your opinions in there. So appreciated. Let's see what your energy is for today. And also, you guys, a quick shout out and thank you to everybody getting in on all my specials that I'm running over on IG. I have a $30 special where you can get a full yearly read. You get a theme card for each of the 12 months, and then we pull some cards and see what's going on, your overarching energy. So fun. And then a Valentine's read, as well as the ultimate love spread, which is like 15 cards and all the energies. Really, really fantastic. And once I devised these, I was like, I should just run them as specials, like I did with my new and full moon ones. It just gets us a lot of descriptive answers. So thanks you guys for everybody with your orders and your feedback for those as well. And I am still running those. So let's see what's happening. We have fruition for our energy of the day, harvest moon, and also growth. That's a great daily pop of positivity for sure. Let's start with fruition. So you guys, I was watching some of Chinese zodiacs this morning, and there's something taking place in the auspicious stars. And under that is the elegant seal star, and that is an amazing star in which people become millionaires and billionaires almost overnight with ease, because they come to the realization that they have certain skill sets, right? Different skill sets appeal to different people, and they also have a higher value. For whatever reason, when people are entertained and they're entertained well, or somebody has good information to impart, or someone just has that je ne sais quoi, whatever it is a higher paid skill set. So people right now in their arena of producing things on YouTube, actors, orators, people that are speakers, are going to be paid a lot more, because what's happening is people are looking for inspiration. They're looking for strength. They're looking for entertainment. They're looking for a richness in their life that we imbue with a happy kind of environment that we create for them, right? Like a cosmic hug. And because of that, this elegant seal star is bringing great wealth to people. And that's what's happening. So any ideas you have, start to bring them to fruition. People are paying now more for art and individual skill sets, jewelry, things that are handcrafted. People are really connecting into the connectedness of us all and the effort that's put into handcrafted items. It can be cards, it can be sculpting, it can be whatever, but also originality. And that's something that you're tapping into with this growth card. Like you're realizing, hey, I have this set and I've always thought it was just a hobby or some fun little thing I did on the quiet. Start TikToking it up, man. Play that guitar on TikTok, on YouTube. People are loving music. They're loving things that make them feel good. People are really resonating with natural gifts, because everybody is born with natural gifts. And here's what happens. It gets suppressed by the matrix, by our parents, by teachers. They're like, oh, you want to become a musician and make a living at that? Good luck with that. It's fobbed off all the time as just a hobby. But guess what? Guess who some of the best paid people in the world and rewarded for those efforts? Do you think Pink listened when, her teachers told her, well, I don't think you're going to be able to do A, B, and C. She was like, yeah, okay, see ya, bye. You know what I mean? That inner light. Do you think Lady Gaga's, even when we're blown away by somebody's skill set, if it's in our family or whatever, we think, oh, it's just because we love them that it's special. Whatever gift you have right now is going to shine through. It's like this beautiful, auspicious star for becoming well known for this asset or gift that you have. And it's really, really, it's necessary in the world right now. And I definitely feel that. But this is also just about personal and inner growth of you recognizing who you are and loving and valuing yourself. It's everything, that inner voice that says, you know what, it's okay if I'm not perfect. Perfect is annoying. Perfect is something that somebody burns themselves out trying to achieve. And in that, they're usually short-tempered and arrogant or annoying or problematic to some degree, right? So besides that kind of growth, I'm learning a few things too about, how to embed myself with a big, deep breath of calm patience. And when I'm patient, I'm so happy because I don't have lack mentality. I'm not like, oh, I need Prime Amazon with everything in my life, 2-day delivery, or it's over. It's the end of everything. It's not happening. I give up. You know what I mean? We're so used to wanting and pushing for immediate gratification. And guess what? Even while we're waiting for that, we start pushing for more, right? It is a very tough attribute to come to terms with impatience, right? You ever have a toddler that you have to be at a doctor's appointment and that toddler is like not going to wear that shoe or not going to get dressed, or they have to go to the bathroom right before you go? Remember that? Like, that used to drive me nuts. Like, if we were leaving and they were like, during potty training, you just felt like it took an eternity. And I don't know why that is. If we allow for time to kind of be more free flowing and, prevent those sort of things by doing things in advance as well. I love doing this. When I used to know I had to get up early for work or go somewhere, my clothes were laid out the night before. I don't want to have to pick out what I'm going to wear or coordinating or look at wrinkles or figure out my life that early in the morning. So I do it the night before. So let's do some preemptive stuff that helps us. That's what you're going to be learning now too. Hey, when I do A, B, and C in a rush, or I have to do it at that time, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel like it's a happy groove. So I'm gonna pre-plan, right? I'm not going to walk in the kitchen I'm going to start baking, then realize there's a sink full of dishes and there's a mess everywhere because I'll get upset, right? So I'm going to preempt that by making sure everything's clean and ready. Like, you're really in this growth process where instead of woulda, shoulda, coulda, feeling sorry or aggravated, you're pre-planning and you're going, look at that. Look what I did. Look, I pre-portioned some dinner. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And it was wonderful because my son helped me out with this yesterday too. I was working. I was working on the deck and doing the artwork. And he's like, Mama, can you go to the grocery store and get A, B, and C? Because I need some lunch meats and some things I can throw together quickly, in between my tasks and my stuff on my virtual classrooms. And I'm like, sure. So I get engrossed in my artwork and come 4:30, where it's like optimal shopping time for everybody on the planet and universe, he comes in, he's like, oh, you didn't go to the store? And I was like, you have to come with me. You have to come help me motivate. I don't know what it is about our local grocery store, but I just have this, like, I don't know. It's like this block. I never want to go there because only once or twice I've gone there with Ian when it's been jam packed. And I remember just waiting in the line and babies crying. And I was like getting anxious, and I get sad. I mean, I'm an empath. I get sad. I see people putting things back last minute because they can't afford it or whatever. And, I'm very impulsive, and I just always feel like paying for everybody's stuff because I'm like, I can do without. It's like one of those things. It's very hard on my energy if I'm not really powered up. But when I'm with my kids, they crack me up. And Hagen is hilarious. He's like, oh, you can't buy a pineapple unless you do this. And the leaves come out with ease because that means it's ripe. I'm like, how do you even know all this stuff? Legit Googles this stuff so he doesn't get shortchanged in the pineapple department. I'm like, oh, cool. Meanwhile, it's like, have you ever just, like, I'll just start grabbing things and I'll take it home and I'm like, why is this like puffy? Like there's air or gas or something wrong with it. Like those, juices like that go off. Like, I just do not pay attention, but now I do. And I'm like, I don't know if I have the capacity to be pineappling out and pulling out leaves, but it's entertaining and I'm distracted. So, those sort of things, it's a growth process. I just realized, buddy up when you go grocery, whatever works for you and makes you feel better, plug and tap into that energy, especially with this beautiful, elegant seal energy that's coming in. I feel like you are about to just go off in the cosmos, make some great financial discoveries about yourself and your gifts right now. And a part of it is due to the growth. You're recognizing, hey, this does have value. I have value. I feel strong. I'm going to do this. I'm capable. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. Richard Branson's always saying, anybody that offered me anything that I thought was worth investigating, I said yes right away, whether I was qualified or not. And I learned as I went along. And that's absolutely what I did in a lot of regards when I've been invited to some pretty, serious serious things, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't, and then I'm like, yes. And then I would just ask as I go along. Because guess what? Most of the people in big events, like when I did the China Support Network thing in Washington when I was only 19, nobody knew anything. I was literally telling the governor of Maryland and his wife where to sit. And I don't know if anybody even left me in charge, but I was up on this thing and I was like, we can all sit here. And I remember sitting in the middle of them and just chatting to him. It was so weird because in big events, there's a lot of confusion. And I remember once going this beautiful car event in Greenwich, Connecticut with my boss, Fayina, who I love in her catering. And she's like, oh my God, Melanie, we have to push this over there. I was like, no, we don't. Drive your car right up there. And then I go, act like you're supposed to be where you are and nobody's going to question you. And she's like, oh, but Melanie, there's all these people. I go, these are hired like security. They don't know their ass from their elbow. They don't know what they're supposed to be watching for. They don't know what catering trucks. They don't know who is doing what. Act like you're supposed to be there. And we are providing the food for this big charity tent over there. Why should we have to carry all this stuff when there's parking there? And that was just something I didn't even like, that just came off the cuff through spirit for me. And I realized that is true. Just act like you're supposed to be there. And I was listening to a great reader this morning discussing this, like kind of the 4 points of getting to somewhere. And the first one is wherever you are and however you're doing it is all right. You're supposed to be doing that way. And then at the end of it, whatever is done is done. You did what you wanted. You were impact led and guided to do it. So be proud of yourself. Follow through, be strong in your convictions, because I am telling you, 90% of the people out there are uncertain about where they're going. So if you just take charge and stay in your lane, you're going to do awesome, and you're going to find these gifts, and you're going to grow, and you're going to provide yourself with a beautiful, nice arena in which to operate where you feel proud of yourself, you feel like you're valuing yourself, you have boundaries, and it's a flow state. It really is, because you don't care what Ethel, you don't care what Olive or any of those people are thinking, saying, or chattering, because if they're busy watching you and chattering about you, they're not living their best lives, right? You are. So you just go out there and thrive and be the beautiful individual that you're meant to be. So those are our messages for today. I really, really like those, right? I found these cards again and I love these. So I'm really, really excited. So 11 Light, you guys, please come over and give me your opinions on the art. Thank you so much for following, supporting, and ordering your reads, and everything else. All my links are down below. If you guys want to get in on anything, email or DM me for any of the specials. Love, love, love to you guys. I am so proud of everybody. I read all your comments on this and the big channel. I haven't had a chance to respond because it really does take hours upon hours. I don't want to just heart everything. I'm so proud of you guys. It's like you're just realizing, you're like, I don't need to be hard on myself. When I think good thoughts, I do good deeds, I propel, I gravitate, magnetize, and just thrive. And that is what's happening for all of you. Love, love, love it. Okay, you guys, have a great weekend. Love and light.